Hi, good morning. It's Tuesday. Oh, I do miss Rock when she says it's Tuesday. Well, I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's Tuesday because it's midday tomorrow, that's Wednesday. Not a lot to tell you, just a quick update that the sun is shining. It's absolutely sweltering and I would love to be outside, but it's too hot. So I'm indoors and I've got the fan going round and I've got the little ones here. Little Gigi sat here because he's too hot to go outside. And the two big girls are flat out underneath the fan, cooling off. I can't crochet outside anyway because, you know, your hands go sticky and I'm crocheting acrylic, so all I'm doing is going squeak, squeak, squeak. The cream cardigan hasn't progressed anymore, but I did do a little work on, oops, on the front of the large size top. It seems to be taking forever. It's like making 2 cot blankets. Sorry if that sounds rude to anybody who's plus size, but I'm not used to crocheting anything quite as big as this. Yeah, I'm a big girl. Well, I'm not quite that way. But hey ho, if it's what my ladies want, that's what my ladies will get. I had another couple of inquiries, but as we all know, inquiries don't lead to orders necessarily. So just got fingers crossed that they do, yeah. So apart from that, not a lot was being done. I've got Sky stretching her leg. She's probably about to hit the tripod at any moment. And Poppy's decided she's going to go in the other room because she doesn't like it when I'm talking to somebody else. Ah, there we go. I told you that Sky would hit the tripod. Buster will always be alive in my mind as long as I've got little doggies that kick the tripod. Yeah, I do miss my baby, but he's in a better place. What have I got? No jewellery on today because it was too hot and sticky. That was Sky, by the way, in case you're thinking I'm sighing off camera. She's too hot, she doesn't know what to do. You wouldn't think that she'd been in Spain, would you, for 4 years, but she's not coping with this heat. Oh, baby. There she is. I don't know whether you can see her or not, probably not, but she's here. Aren't you there? Right, the other thing I've got to show you today is 2 patterns that I got. They're both old, well, I presume they're old because that one's an emu pearl, which was an absolutely fantastic yarn. I think they stopped making it because it lasted forever. I've got 2, 3 sweaters upstairs that don't really fit me at the moment, but I'm not getting rid of them because they're in this pearl and they wash like a dream. I got it from eBay. If you do manage to get it, it's emu 4141 and it's a cardigan, a cardigan and a tank top. If you hear any babies crying, by the way, or carrying on, it's the people next door who are attempting to do something with the front garden. Long overdue, if I might say so. They're not making much of a good job of it, but they're making an attempt, which is the first time in about 3 years. And this one's, it looks knitty, but it's actually crocheted. I had to look at it twice. It's a sweater. It's actually done in double knitting, but it's on a 350 and a 450 hook, so it makes it look very close together. They've recommended superwash wool, which on such a tight hook I would be a bit dubious because it may felt, you know, if you used it in pure wool, you know, in a tight stitch pattern. Just my opinion. But then again, I've got lots of wool, but I rarely do it because, for myself anyway, because I'm such an itchy coo. All I do is itch, itch, itch. I've just been watching a couple of videos. Well, I've got halfway through Bob Wilson 123. Not that she's boring me or anything, but it's like an hour and something long. I must admit, I'm a devil for if it's 1 hour and something long. I tend to go, oh, I'll leave that for another time, you know. If it says 20 minutes, 30 minutes, even 40 minutes, I'll watch it. But once we start getting into the realms of over an hour, I can't sit still long enough to watch it all in one go. I know you all got brilliant PCs that you can sit and watch. I find it quite uncomfy. And Gigi's now going to start barking because the man across the road who is doing the garden has just arrived. And so Gigi has an aversion to him because he's cutting down trees and things like that and pulling them out. So here we go, here he goes. Yes, we know who it is. We don't need you to help. We don't need everybody in the world to know that the gardener's come across the road. Here he is. Here he is, Pudding. There he is. He's going to start barking at any moment now. Yeah. The only thing I've got against the next door neighbour doing her garden is that she's got two little ones there. And although we don't live on a main road, we do live on a street that has cars going up and down it. And they don't have gateways, and the little ones are scooting up and down on their bikes down to the edge of the road, which is like an accident waiting to happen, isn't it, you know? She's only got to go too fast on a tricycle and she's going to be out into the middle of the road. Oh, this guy's just discovered that there's somebody across the road. It's alright, sweetheart, it's okay. You know who it is. It's just the gardener from across the road. She's now going to kick the tripod again. Go away. That's it, I'm too hot and I'm too agitated, huff and puff. She'll settle down now. Yeah. There he is, camera hog. Camera hog. I'm so sweet, I want to be on the camera all of the time. Yeah, he's going to start any minute now because the man has gone up the street, up the steps now. I'm going to go into the back garden. Oh, you don't like that, do you? He might only be little, but he's a very good deterrent if there's anybody knocking about. So, anyway, that's really all I've got to tell you. I just wanted to come on and say, it's sunny. How many times do I say that in a year? I usually say it's dull, it's overcast, it's going to rain, it's this, it's that. So I just thought I'd come on and just say, it's sunny. But it's too hot for me. Can't, I'm just never happy. No, I'll be okay when the sun goes off the back patio. Oops, sorry Gigi. He doesn't like me wearing slidey outfits because he slides on the floor. That when the sun goes off the back higgledy-piggledy patio, that I can go out there then because the sun's not full on me. I just had a phone call from my the man who's sorting out the equity release. Very unhappy with me because I decided to not do a package that's like £4,000, and he's trying to tell me that I do need it. And I'm saying, well, I want to make my mind up about it. I'm very unhappy about giving anybody £4,000 for what I can't see what he wants the £4,000 for. So he's huffing and fluffing and huffing and telling me that my solicitor had no right to tell me that, you know, it was this and that and the other. And I thought, no, well, she's acting on my behalf, isn't she? She's looking after my interests, which you obviously are not. So he's now going to go on his holidays. Very unhappy man because he's obviously not going to get the commission from the £4,000 that they wanted me to spend. He still didn't give up though. He said if you want to do a will and an executor and that's all you want to do, it'll be £1,500, which I'd asked my local solicitor for a breakdown of how much it would be, and she said £500 to £600. Big difference there, isn't there? Especially when you're like me on unlimited income, trying to claw back what she can. Yeah. My other couple of orders haven't matured yet, so I'm still hoping. 2 inquiries, but a lot of times they don't come to anything. I mean, one did get as far as asking me what size what measurements I needed, so I've got hopefulness with that one, but the other one didn't come back to me. That's the only problem I have with Etsy. Etsy seem to think that if there's any inquiries, you know, that they turn into orders. I mean, I think I told you about 2 years back I had a real row with them because they accused me of taking my trade away from Etsy and trying to diddle them out of their commission and stuff like that. And I was trying to explain to them, look, these orders don't mature into orders, they're just inquiries. They may say they want it in pink, and they may say, could I make it for them in pink? But then they don't confirm. They don't confirm the order. And I don't start until I get a confirmation. So, no, you're not losing out on any commission. Why is everybody so money-minded these days? I must apologise for the way I look, actually, because I was really wet through. So my hair goes all weird when it's wet through. As ladies of a certain age, we glow rather a lot when it's hot weather. My hair is absolutely dripping wet through at the back. So my son said, are you having a shower? I said, I think I'll wait while I stop sweating. I'll have one later. I don't smell, by the way, I did have one yesterday. Yeah. Oh, Gigi's being entertained now by the gardener. He's not barking, but he's being entertained. As am I. Right, I'm going to go now because I really do want to go into the garden, but I can't find my umbrella. I've obviously tidied it somewhere. I don't mean my rain umbrella, I mean my sun umbrella, which, let's face it, hasn't been used for about the last 2 years, so it's probably in the shed, but I'm not going down there because there's a big hunter spider in there. And I don't like it. My son's got out, so. Everybody's out but us chickens, aren't we? Everybody's out but us. Anyway, I'm going to make myself a coffee. Would you like to join me in a coffee? I've got quite a few ladies that say they answer me when I'm talking to them, so answer away. It's just a shame I can't hear you. I mean, I would set up a Google Hangout one day, but we're on such different time zones. Unless you're in the UK, you know, you'd be in bed when I'm Googling. I have trouble with the friends that I do have in the US because I never catch them. Very rare I catch them when they're on. They have to be on in the mid-afternoon, really, for me to catch them before I go to bed, kind of thing. So, it's one of those things we'll have to think about, because I have not found out how to do YouTube video editing yet. So there's absolutely no chance of me doing a video live on YouTube. Yeah. I did put a link on my Urban Gypsy page to Crafternoon Treats, because she'd been up to the Wool Fest and she was showing all the animals and the stalls and things like that she'd been and seen. It's not as grand as the wool things that you have in the US. You know, I can't think off the top of my head, like Rhinebeck and Maryland sheep and wool. It's a very small version of that. But then again, I suppose we are a small country and we don't generate enough trade to buy from things like that. I've been a couple of times, but each time I've been, I've not bought anything because I can't wear wool. I itch. It's beautiful. The hand-dyed yarn is absolutely beautiful. I'm not knocking anybody who wants to buy it. But A, I can't afford the budget because I have to pass the cost on to somebody else, and they would absolutely die if they knew you'd paid £20 for one skein of yarn. And B, if it's for myself, I can't wear it because I itch. I've tried merino, I've tried alpaca, I've tried everything, and I still itch. I get red rash everywhere, and I itch. People keep telling me things about the barbs being close together, blah blah, and how I shouldn't itch with things like alpaca and stuff like that, but I do. I go get a red neck, red arms, and I itch. Used to drive my mother mad because, of course, when I was young it was nearly all wool. Everything you bought was wool, acrylic was still in its infancy. My mother used to go mad when I was doing this business, and she used to say, "Will you sit still?" And I used to say, "My jumper's prickling me, jumper's itching me." She said, "No, it's not." As soon as I got out of eyesight, the jumper would come off, no matter how cold it was. It would come off because my dad used to swear that my mother made us wear them so she wouldn't have to put the heating on because we did so much twitching and itching, we warmed ourselves up. Because my dad couldn't wear wool either. The only place he could just about bear wool was on his feet. He used to have wool mixture socks. That's the only place he could wear it. I cannot wear it at all. I've tried everything known to man, but no. If I had a wool coat when I was younger, I had to put a silk scarf, you know, between me and the neck. I managed to put up with it on me wrists, but nowhere else. Even though it was lined, there was always a bit of it that didn't have a lining. But I can remember the fashion was all for mohair. My goodness me, did I do the dance. And I was determined to wear it because it was so fashionable. I used to put linings in them. I used to sew linings into everything because it drove me crazy. But things we do. Oh, there's my phone anyway, so that's a good time to say goodbye, isn't it? So goodbye.